Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 30 of our 30-day journey. We made it. So hopefully, for those of you that have been with me all these 30 days, you found these practices to be empowering and uplifting and to kind of help you reach the goals that you've set for yourself. So it's a day of celebration, and it's also a very auspicious day. It's a full moon day. So it's kind of cool that the last day of our journey matches up with today being a full moon day. So, I'd like to talk a little bit today before we start our practice about the importance of persistence now that we've reached our 30 days. My hope for everyone is that you continue with either this practice or some other meditative practice to continue the journey with these meditative practices, as they really help empower your life in lots of different ways. And the real magic comes from continuing to work with these practices in a consistent way. So now that you've worked with the Golden Lotus, this is definitely one that you can continue to work with now that you've built a strong foundational relationship with it. There's also other practices from this tradition, the Siddhanath Kriya Yoga tradition. So if you'd like to add some different practices to your experience, every month or so I do a class. This month it's going to be the second Saturday, next Saturday. Usually it's on the first Saturday of every month, and I teach some other meditative practices that really help you on your meditative journey. I'd like to share a little bit about those in case you're interested. So an additional practice that we practice when we do our Saturday class is the Surya Yoga practice. So just like the Golden Lotus is about creating stillness and peace within, the Surya practice is about connecting to the energy of the sun, specifically for healing and connecting to your body and emotional system in a more healthy way. So we use the energy of the sun to do that. It's kind of similar to a Reiki practice, but it's a self Reiki. So we connect with the sun and kind of use that to help heal and adjust ourselves to help access meditative practice more effectively. Another meditation I share in class is the Flight of the White Swan experience. It's a guided meditation that gives you the experience of a samadhi state. So that's a very powerful practice that I like to share in class from time to time. And an additional one that we do for the community class is the Earth Peace meditation, which we'll actually be doing tonight. I'll share some info on that on my Facebook and Instagram page. That's a practice that everyone in the Siddhanath Kriya community does on the full moon, and it's an opportunity to share these peace and empowering practices with the world to help spread earth peace through self-peace. So that's another great practice that we do. And then finally, the foundational practice from the Siddhanath Kriya Yoga tradition is the Kriya Yoga practice itself, which for me is a very powerful part of my meditation practice. And it basically walks you along all the steps of the Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, that map that I shared earlier. So the practices really work with each of those parts of the meditative journey to help strengthen and empower you in a more efficient, quick way. So that Kriya Yoga practice is super potent and powerful and really helps you progress on your meditative journey more quickly. So for those of you that are ready to kind of bring a little extra potency to your practice, that's a great one to add to your repertoire, your recipe book. So with all those, if you have any questions about those, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to share more about those in more detail. But for today, let's continue practicing our Golden Lotus practice this morning. So get ready to sit on your mats as we get comfortable for our practice. Connecting with your breath. And as always, take a moment to use your breath to connect any parts of you that need a little attention this morning. Using your breath to connect. Breathing into any tense or stressed spots. And as you breathe out, relax and release that tension and stress. Beginning to settle within yourself and taking a few more breaths. Let's do one more breath. So now I invite you to bring your hands to your heart as we chant the sound of Om to open our practice. Om. And resting your hands in your lap. Journeying inward to the golden lotus flower of your heart, behind your sternum in the center of your spine, connecting with the beautiful golden lotus flower. Connecting with your breath as you breathe in with Sa, the golden petals open. And as you breathe out with Hum, the golden petals close into a bud. Observing the breath, its natural flow. As it connects you with the lotus of your heart, your mind, and calming your heart with every breath. Feeling your breath. Hearing the sound of your mantra, Sa as you breathe in, and Hum as you breathe out. And see the golden flower opening as you breathe in, and closing into a golden bud as you breathe out. Bringing your awareness into the center of this golden flower. So you see the golden petals opening around you as you breathe in with Sa. And closing into a bud around you like a golden hug as you breathe out with Hum. As we now move into the willful breath, I invite you to match the rhythm of your breathing to the sound of me chanting the mantra. Breathing in with sa, sa. Holding the breath. Hum. Breathing out. Holding the breath outward. Breathing in. Sa. Hum. And one more time. Sa. Hum. Now allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Staying connected to the lotus and the mantra. Sa as you breathe in. And hum as you breathe out. And taking one more breath in and grounding your breath with hum. Taking a few moments to rest in the stillness, connect with the presence. Absorbing the blessings from these 30 days of practice. Allowing your heart to be open and receptive. Absorbing the stillness and peace within. Now bringing your hands to your heart as we close our practice by chanting the sound of Om. Om. And slowly opening your eyes. Connecting back with your body. You stay connected with your breathing, starting to move your body a little bit. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining me on these 30 days. It's been awesome to have your participation and to join all our energies together. I really find when we join our energies together like this, it really brings an added power to our meditative practices. So I really appreciate everyone making this time both for yourselves and for each other to support a meditative practice. I find it personally to be so powerful. And I hope you found it empowering for yourselves. So as I said, please think about continuing these practices, finding a practice that you can stick with. This Golden Lotus is a great, simple one to keep working with. And as I said, reach out to me if you'd like to learn some additional practices. There's so many facets of meditation. That's one of the things that really intrigues me about it. So stay tuned. I might do one of these experiences again in the future, but it's been a pleasure and blessings to all. Om. Be well.